Holla Peeps, it's your girl Schree, reporting live for SchreeTV. And I was just talking to my boy Jodi and working, watching this trial. I will be going to the gym. Chris, your body is beautiful. Okay, holla at you.
Were you aware that she was already cultivating a relationship with this other man?
No.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
And
you know, Chris, you have a gorgeous body, honey. Okay. I had to put it on my page. Okay, I am not mad at you, honey. I am going to the gym. And then I'm going to go see the belly ring guy and see if he can pierce me again. Yay! You know what I mean? And I'm not going to lose my belly ring just because I fell skating and it popped out. It's all healed now, so shouldn't be a problem, you know, but if it is, so what?
We're going to wake the world up and watch with eyes wide as it gets to work.
But I'm pretty sure that he can re-pierce me, and I'll be showing it to you tonight. You know, so radical. You know, because they have to go through that scar tissue. That's what you want, you know. Hold up. This man is annoying me. Wait. Shut up! Damn, yelling for. But you know, that's how you get people to pay attention. You know, to your commercial. Make them scream! Okay, that's all. Or if you're falling asleep, wake the fuck up! Oh, back in court.
And she was doing this prior to the trip to Utah, wasn't she?
Yes.
Can y'all hear? Turn it up.
Are you aware of her moving away from Mr. Alexander?
I am.
And once she moved away from Mr. Alexander back to California, did you review text messages during that time talking about how good she felt?
Yes, she said that she felt better being away.
And is that in any way indicative of jealousy?
No.
You just were talking to us about being thrown during testimony, talking about the PSD test and whether or not you should have given it again. When you had some time to review the answers on the PSD test, what you know, what Jodi tells you happened on June 4th of 2008, do you have any concerns that that PSD test would have come out not supporting PTSD?
No, I believe that there's an extremely high probability that the score would have remained the same.
Is it possible that the score could have been higher?
It could have been.
And
moving up.
With the PSD test,
trying not to make it all squiggly.
The facts of the trauma, or whether there is a trauma?
What it's measuring is whether or not there was a trauma, and how seriously did that trauma affect you, and in what ways. But the specificity of the trauma is really more of a therapeutic issue.
They really on this trauma. We're going to be talking about trauma all day long now.
But the real story was even worse.
Okay.
You would anticipate that the trauma would have been even greater.
Oh, I'm in trauma, so I stabbed my boyfriend to death. I stabbed him 29 times. I was so, the trauma.
On June 4th of 2008.
Okay.
The answers on that PSD test, are you confident in the results?
Can I be going around killing people?
I'm confident enough of the purposes I used the test for, which is basically to
make the family look bad.
My decision to diagnose it with a PTSD diagnosis.
And you talked a little bit about that. You talked a little bit about...
All right, so let's press pause, and you see what the doctor's doing.
They crack me up with that press and pause shit.
To show that his PTSD diagnosis was accurate, notwithstanding the fact that Jodi may not have had the most truthful answers on some, or at least given the most truthful interpretation.
Shut up. Oh, I like him. What's his name? Kevin Smith? I like him. Nice tie. They cut into commercial. They need to do something. Sidebar, I guess. So we could just chill. Let's get with it. Just chill. Just settle down. That's what I wanna do. Just me and you, girl. Let's chill. Let's settle down. Yeah. What you say? What you say? What you say? What you say? And just to think, SchreeTV was always like something I wanted to do. Okay. But Marianne, I believe she even spoke it on the air. You need to do some SchreeTV. But I mean, we were doing SchreeTV back in the woods when we went on a, you know, mining trip. You know, we got to put that up too. You know. Welcome to SchreeTV. You know. Now I know how Oprah felt. I was going to call her April. That ain't right. She's not that big. You know. April. It's wrong. Okay. Freudian slip. April. Now you know I'm going to talk about that tonight. Okay, that's the Freudian slip of all Freudian slips. Okra. But I'm not as bad as the people that call her Okra. And I know everybody knows somebody that's called Oprah. Okra. So I love Oprah. I remember being in the 8th grade and we got these, like, you know, little current event type, not, you know, things in our classroom. Holy Rosary. And I saw Oprah in there, so, you know, it was Phil Donahue, you know, was dominating everything. So there's a black lady that has her own talk show. Maybe I can do that one day. You know, because when all you see is white, 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 you think that's all, you know, when you're a little kid, that white people do that. You know, there's no black people that do that, or there would be on TV. They'd be on TV. We want more. We want more. We want more. And I saw her. She inspired me. So I can't be calling her, you know, April. That is not showing, you know, homage, you know what I'm saying, respect. You know what I mean? Okay, they back in the courtroom. This poor man in a brown suit.
And having worked with many people who have these disorders, it becomes relatively easy to recognize the presence of PTSD, because in your mind, you're comparing what they're telling you and what's going on with.
She's sitting there, sitting straight up, like, my man, you know what he talking about. Okay, as the man's reputation going down, 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 all the way down.
Began to ask questions over and over again to make certain that was the case. Then I administered the 2 tests, which supported it, and that confirmed the diagnosis for me.
You also mentioned that whether or not you gave the test, would you still feel comfortable diagnosing Jodi with PTSD?
In most of the therapy work that I do, we don't do psychological. I don't do that much therapy anymore.
He's stammering and shit.
Do psychotherapy routinely, in part because the insurance companies were.
You know that man needs some Xanax.
In those cases where I did use testing, I would very often administer it several weeks into the work, not so much for the diagnostic purpose, but to learn to get a little bit more second opinion about that individuals in certain characteristics.
Doing it for the peeps.
Their personality, their emotions.
I love doing SchreeTV.
Which I would use as a second opinion. Because when you do psychotherapy, you work on your own, you're pretty much on your own. And in order to reduce the risk of bias or heading off in the wrong direction, the use of a psychological test can serve the use.
SchreeTV, just getting started, y'all. Holla.
You talked about experience, and that experience is helpful when talking with a patient or a client about when they're talking to you about their experiences and their symptoms.
Great to hear.
Do you think it's similar to a medical doctor when somebody
and to all my ladies out there, holla
that they have
hey
somewhere.
It's all about the ladies.
And
if you go on my Facebook page, you can see it.
Absolutely.
Chris Yoe's beautiful body. Okay, my friend from high school.
All right, quick sidebar there gives us a chance to go to Joey Jackson, Meg Strickler.
With sidebar.
Experienced criminal defense attorneys. So Joey.
Okay. Anyway, we did theater together. Great friend of mine. Great friend of the show.
The first problem he has to overcome is bias. Okay.
And he likes me to approve his pictures, and he sent me a picture of his body. I put it on my Facebook page. I am a lesbian. I am not dead. His instrument is in shape.
And value what he's saying based upon him forgetting notes, having
check him out.
Report. And remember, what
I'm playing a joke.
Just do another test. That's all.
And as an actor,
he didn't do it. I think it's a problem.
You know, in high school we always said we would grow up and do a movie together.
Samuels is somebody who gave the accurate diagnosis.
His instrument.
Yeah, I would just get him off that stand.
Alright, so we're at 11:15. Okay. I love you guys so much. Holla. Trial. Too long. Open. Shut.